today we are checking out NetHack 3.6.0. As far as I know, the latest version, the most current version. NetHack's been around for a long time, and I just barely got into it. I've always liked turn-based strategy games, and NetHack is one. Some of you are probably aware of what NetHack is and have played it before, but for those of you who aren't, let's just go to Wikipedia to explain it. It's a roguelike video game released in 1987 with ASCII graphics. It says here it's a descendant of a game called Hack, which came out in '85. ASCII graphics are these things here. This let's click on this image. You know, dots and asterisks and percentage signs and left parenthesis, right parentheses. That's your basic, key characters. Was the graphics of the game. When I read this, I had to click on roguelike, which I had heard of before, but wasn't quite sure what it meant. Wikipedia, again, is a subgenre of role-playing video games characterized by dungeon crawling through procedurally generated game levels with turn-based gameplay and permadeath, and we'll come to that in a second. But procedurally generated, it's like anything on the internet, link to link to link. So procedurally generated is a method of creating data algorithmically as opposed to manually. So in layman's terms, they didn't just build each dungeon by hand. They designed an algorithm that generates through a procedure the dungeon, the way it's set up, and so it's different every time. So we know what roguelike is. We know what procedurally generated is. Tile-based graphics. The version we're going to be playing has some graphics, just very simple, like I said, tile-based graphics, and permanent death, known as permadeath, which you would think it means when your guy's dead, he's dead, which would seem like it would suck. Kind of like, let's see, Fire Emblem, I believe, is if your guy dies, he dies. Or I don't think your main guy could die, but anybody that you get in your army, if they die, they're gone. So a lot of reloads, but not with NetHack. There's not so many reloads. I don't find myself reloading. You actually, they call it save scumming, and it's a way to play, but they actually talk about that on their site, and they say if you play that way, you're actually hurting yourself. We've all heard that, but I really think that you are hurting yourself because there's so much to learn in NetHack. It's just like starting to learn a new programming language or a real language, a spoken language. That's how I feel about it. But anyways, enough about learning. Let's get into it. I will say, if I had to describe the game, addicting. And frustrating is another good word. I've played a dozen times. I don't think I've ever made it past the 5th dungeon. And, well, that's not true. I think one time I'll tell you a story just to kind of tell you how the game is. One time I went to drink from a fountain. I was actually doing well. I picked a random character, and it gave me a barbarian. And so far, I've done better with the melee classes than any of the wizard classes or anything else. And I drank from a fountain, and that action produced the result of a water nymph or a water naiad, a water elemental, coming out of the fountain and stealing. I had a ton of cool shit. I had, 2 or 3 melee weapons, some armor, a lot of rations. You need food. If you don't eat food, you'll die. And this freaking water elemental stole all my things, and some of my stuff wasn't identified. It stole my stuff and then ran off with it. And I was seriously chasing it through the level, trying to get my stuff back. And one of the things it stole from me was an unidentified wand. Well, the wand turned out to be a wand of digging, which I'd never even heard of. So the elemental, to get away from me. Oh man, I don't know how they programmed this AI or if it's just the way that game ended up. I haven't played enough yet to know. I think it's got some very good programming just from the little bit of stuff that I know and the little bit that I've played. Anyways, this water elemental kept using this wand of digging to create a hole in the floor and drop through to the next level. So actually, The furthest I've been is level 8. Only because I kept chasing this water elemental through the dungeon to get my stuff back, and every time I got close to him, he created a hole with the wand of digging and dropped down a level. Very frustrating, but I can't stop, and even prompted me to make a video. I do have to give a shout out to the whole reason I'm even playing this game is because of a blogger that I read called the CRPG Addict. It stands for Computer Role Playing Game Addict. He's funny. He's intelligent. He's a nice guy, and he really is addicted to computer role playing games. And he's a monumental task. He's going from the very first CRPG. He's got some stipulations of what defines a CRPG, but he's going through this list made up of a list of Wikipedia and Moby Games of all these computer role playing games, and he's playing them all. He started in 2010. I think at one point I read in 1 year he played 120 computer RPGs. He doesn't finish all of them, but he gives all of them, per his rules, he gives all of them at least 6 hours and finishes most of them, I would say 80%. And he said that was more computer role-playing games than he's played in his entire life that he played in 1 year. I mean, check it out, the CRPG Addict. It's really cool. I'll put the link below so you can check him out. I'm also going to put the link below to the NetHack version that I have. I have version, like I said, 3.6.0. I'll put the link there to get that, and I'll also put the link for the guidebook. You need the guidebook. Not like any other game where you just, I'll figure it out. It doesn't work that way. Get the guidebook. So let's open the guidebook here. That's a permanent fixture. I'm still learning stuff. And let's open NetHack here without further ado. In the download section, in the link section, when you go to download it, if you click on nethack.exe, I believe it's the ASCII. Let's try it. I think it's the ASCII version with no tiles. What happened? Did I not click on it? Okay. Yeah. So, what is this? Select one of your saved games. I'll start a new character. N. Who are you? So you'd put your name in. Let's say this guy's Gary. Shall I pick a character? Oh, yes. Okay, and I just wanted to show you the graphics, or rather the lack of. Okay, so salutations, Gary. Welcome to NetHack. You are a lawful male human knight. Be careful, there's a new moon tonight. So this is how it would look without the graphics. Looks like I'm fighting a newt here, and I get a pony. You get a pet. Each character class gets a pet. The knight gets a pony. Which I just recently found out you could ride. I mean, it makes sense, but there's just so many options here. Let's go to NetHack W, which the tiles are nice. The roguelike game NetHack 3.6.0. Who are we? Let's pick a character I know from a novel I read. Garion. Did I type Garion right? We are Garion. And I think it's fun. No other game would Elder Scrolls, Mass Effect, any kind of role-playing game, never do I let the computer randomly pick. But because of this permadeath, it promotes using this random generator to try different classes. And like I said, I've done best with the melee class, but I've done okay with some of the spellcasting classes. So let's randomly generate. Here we go. It is written in the Book of Mars. Let's close this. Let's get this up to commands. Okay. It is written in the Book of Mars, after the creation, the cruel god Moloch rebelled against the authority of Marduk, the creator. Moloch stole from Marduk the most powerful of all the artifacts of the gods, the amulet of Yendor, and he hid it in the dark cavities of Gehenna, the underworld, where he now lurks and bides his time. Your god Mars seeks to possess the amulet, and with it to gain deserved ascendance over the other gods. You, a newly trained tenderfoot, have been heralded from birth as the instrument of Mars. You are destined to recover the amulet for your deity or die in the attempt. Your hour of destiny has come. For the sake of us all, go bravely with Mars. Here's my stats down here. Strength 18, Dexterity 9, Constitution 14, Intelligence 13, Wisdom 14, Charisma 7, Chaotic, Experience level, Experience 1, Turn 1, Armor class, Power, Spell points, HP 14, Dungeon level, Money and Garion the Tenderfoot. Hit OK. I can't make the tiles any bigger. I don't know how, so we're just going to have to deal with that. Maybe I'll enlarge it when I go to edit this video. Hello, Garion. Welcome to NetHack. You are a chaotic male elven ranger. Okay, a ranger. So I should have an arrow, bow and arrow. So be careful. New moon tonight. I is for inventory. I have an elven dagger, +1 elven dagger. It's equipped. I have an elven bow. It is not equipped. 52 +2 elven arrows. Wow. 32 regular elven arrows. I think that's what I had last time I played a ranger. A blessed +2 elven cloak, and 5 uncursed lembas wafers, which are comestibles, food. I don't know if you start with. I don't think you start with the exact same stuff every time. There's a group of stuff you start with, but generally you start with the same stuff. A ranger will always start with a bow and some type of melee weapon. So, number keys to move. That's my pet there with the heart. I always like to first chat to my pet. Oops, I clicked the mouse. The mouse will also move. My pet's name is Sirius, a dog. Sirius eats a tripe ration. Okay. So let's type in chat. Oh, I can't chat. I'm not close enough to him. So, okay. All right. Obviously, I'm still learning. Let's move down. Let's chat with our doggy. Talk to whom. Make sure your number key is on, and then you can use the number keys over here. Or you can use these up here at top, too. The 1 through 0 up top. I like to use the number pad. Sirius yips. Sirius eats a tripe ration. Okay, so we made friends with him. This here to the right is a fountain, this blue thing. You wouldn't think that a fountain could be so dangerous, but I told you the story about the water elemental, and then another time I just wanted to drink out of a fountain, and it produced a puddle in the room. I stepped in the puddle. My horse drowned. All my weapons were rusted, and I mean, everything in this game can kill you. It's like Riddick. The whole damn planet want a piece of me. I don't know why Riddick is country right there, but that's how it is. That's what it really feels like. Everything can kill you is out to get you. I mean, everything. My dog's picking up gold pieces and dropping them, so he wants to play. They said something about you can train your pet, and I know you can throw stuff, and he'll run and get it. So that's the extent to which I have ever trained anything. But okay, these are the stairs that I came up. These are doors, and these are passageways. So S to search. I'm always constantly jamming on S. You can see as I jam on stuff, the turn counter goes up. So I like to use my bow. So I think W. Oh, that's where. Shift W. No. Okay, wield. What do you want to wield? B. Now I have the elven bow in hand, and the elven dagger is not wielded. My arrows are in my quiver. If I didn't want to use the +2 elven arrows in quiver, I could put the +0 elven arrows in my quiver, but I don't remember how. That's why we have the guidebook. So let's type in quiver. F will fire one of the objects placed in your quiver. You may select ammunition with the previous Q command. Shift capital Q. I think it's D. There we go. Now I have the +0 elven arrows in the quiver. We'll save the +2 elven arrows for future dangers. And you also, I think you can go to Shift, Enhance, and this will show your basic skills. I am unskilled in barehanded combat riding. I am only skilled in dagger and bow, and that's just basic. I think they said it went from unskilled to basic to skilled to expert. I think that's pretty close too. Okay. So, and that's a boulder. I don't really understand what these do. You can push them around. Besides blocking your path, I don't really know what the point is. So I try to move it, but in vain. So obviously you can't push it past there. I don't know if I can move diagonally. I can. So I could skip past that. I think I played a dozen times. I've obviously tried that before, but if you're carrying too much stuff, and this is just one of the cool little things that they've put into the game, and who knows when they put this specific thing in. It's probably transformed from so many different versions over the years. If you're carrying too much stuff, you can't move through that passage. I mean, that's just neat. They put some thought into it for sure. So we're traveling along, come to a dead end. You'll find lots of dead ends, so constantly jam on S for search. Okay. You swap places with Sirius. Let's go down this way. And there's a tendency to want to go fast, but you find a hidden passage. After you play a few games, you realize that's not. You hear some noises in the distance. You really have to stop and think about when you encounter an enemy. You got to watch your life. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to pay attention to. In a lot of ways, it reminds me of that Faster Than Light, which came out much later, but is also kind of based on a rogue kind of game. There's a door here. It resists O to open. The door resists O to open. If it still resists K to kick. And I just crashed. I knocked the door open just to show you I could do that. This one's locked. We can't get there this way, so K, kick it open. And you want to be careful about doing that. I kicked open the door to a shop. There's shopkeepers one time, and the shopkeeper just annihilated me. Another door open. It opens. Another fountain. I just want to stay away from these fountains. I mean, they're everywhere, and I think they said there's something of like a 6 or 8% chance of gaining some kind of foresight when you drink, and you need water. So let's try. Drink from the fountain. Q to quaff. Yes. Okay. It refreshes you. I'm paranoid about the fountains now. Fountains are bad. I mean, when a water elemental steals all my shit and I chase it through 7 levels only to die, I lose a horse in a puddle. One time I found a rusty pail and tried out a new command called dip, new to me anyways. Dip the rusty pail in the fountain, and it produced like a dozen asps, snakes, poisonous snakes, and they killed me. I mean, I wouldn't think, there must have been baby snakes in the bottom of who knows? It's a magical wonderland, but it's a deadly magical wonderland. Move through here, since I'm still not carrying anything. Okay, that is a lichen. Lichen lichen. And so you just move in the direction of the enemy to attack it, but we have a bow equipped, so I'm going to hit T to throw, and it's kind of strange. You wouldn't think that you would throw your arrow, you would shoot, but that's the command. So if you don't know, if you have a list of like A, B, C, or D, and then question mark, you can hit Shift question mark. We want to throw D. So hit Enter, throw D. In which direction? 7. And the elven arrow misses the lichen. I don't know how to say that word. Let's do it again. T, D, 7. We killed it. Sometimes your dog will eat the food if he's hungry. So your pet will eat when it needs to. And we also need to eat. And I try not to. Well, I got my arrow back, or one of them. I try not to carry. I just moved up. See, this is how quickly things can change. I just moved up, and an arrow shoots out of the wall and hits me. So there's a hidden trap somewhere in this room. I'm going to move up, and then keep searching and try to locate the hidden trap. I've lost many pets to hidden traps. Just how quickly things can change in this game. That's a fox, I think. Now, you can only use the basic standard 8 directions, so I wouldn't be able to hit him from there, so I'll move down. And then we're going to throw D, 4. You shoot 3 elven arrows. The first elven arrow hits the fox. You kill the fox. Okay, hopefully search. We're still looking for this trap. Maybe we'll find a hidden door. Uh-oh, Sirius is almost hit by an arrow. He needs to stop. I haven't figured out how to make my pet like just freaking stay. I got a leash one time, and that kept the pet right next to me, the square next to me. But it was annoying. He was always right next to me. Okay, we're gonna get out of here before Sirius gets killed. So open the door. Okay, that just connects back to there. What I was saying before is I try to eat you can eat the corpse of the enemies that you kill, and it always says they taste terrible, and occasionally they're poisoned and you get sick and you die. But I try to eat them quickly before they poison, so I would eat G. in your inventory, it assigns automatic letters to the thing so that you can pretty much use the keyboard for everything. So E to eat, G. The lichen corpse tastes terrible. You finish eating it. So let's check out this door. Open the door. SSS, jam on S. That connects there. This connects back to here. Pretty mellow level so far. I've had some tough. I started a game before, and the first 2 moves, my pet was dead. It walked into a trap twice. And you don't get the pet back, so... Well, I never have, anyway. Back from the dead or find a new one. Okay, that's a kobold. Now, see, all I did was move up, and he attacked and hit me. So, you know, if you're watching TV or talking to somebody like I'm doing now and trying to play, you really got to concentrate unless you know what you're doing. And they did say that, you know, it could take years to finish this game. I believe you need to make it to level 20 or further to find the amulet. And then it said, get out. And I think you got to go back. It's going to be a long time before I get the complete hang of this and can talk to somebody or multitask while you're playing this game. So, T to throw, D for the type of thing we want to throw, and direction 7. Boom! You shoot 2 elven arrows. The first arrow misses. The second hits, and he's dead. Get my arrow back. And there's a kobold corpse here. Let's not go in that room. Serious. Stay the hell out of that room. What are you doing? Seriously? Serious? Okay, oh, there's something in here. That looks good. So I can throw inventory. Kobold corpse is H. And you can hit escape or enter here to get off your inventory or this screen. Or you can use the mouse. I rarely use the mouse. So I can throw my kobold corpse in the direction of the dog. And sometimes he'll fetch it and eat it. I think in that way it says you can train them. Okay, the colon here, semicolon key, will allow you, one of the times I do use the mouse, you press that, you can pick an object to identify it. It's a sling. It's a weapon that you can throw things with, which, you know, I don't need since I happen to be a ranger right now. Gold pieces and a fountain, which I'm not going to screw with because they can be deadly. One of the deadliest things that you can find, it seems, so far in my experience with NetHack anyways. Okay, so what's that? A scroll? What? A scroll labeled. All the scrolls have just jumbled letters for their names. So you don't find out what they are until you can identify them, which is one of the most difficult things to do for me so far. And then there's a goblin. He threw a crude dagger at me. I'm almost hit by it. A lot of times the goblins are friendly. You can talk with them. If you can keep your pet out of the room, because your pet will pretty much attack anything that it can. So it's already attacked me, so let's throw. Shoot him with the arrow. You can also use the just basic arrow keys for the 4 standard directions. Welcome to experience level 2. Yay! So you'll see I got more hit points. I got more spell points. And experience level 2. Yay! So you can just read that scroll. And you'll figure out what it does. Of course, can be very dangerous though. Spell points. The plus key will show you your spells. I don't know any spells right now. So let's get the an iron skull cap, a goblin corpse, and a quiver. There's his crude dagger. Let's get the gold. Go to our inventory. Now we can wear the iron skull cap because we don't have anything on our head, but it's not identified. So lately I've just been saying, screw it. I'm going to learn as much as I can, and if I die, I die. So I'm going to equip this. I believe it's capital W, and then it would be the letter L. So Shift W, L. You finish your dressing maneuver. As soon as you wear something or use something, you find out what it is. It is a -1 iron skull cap. I don't know if that's worse than wearing nothing. We'll keep it on. And let's eat our goblin corpse and hope we don't get poisoned. Eat K. Okay, it tastes terrible, but that's fine. They always taste terrible. That's okay. You know, you're eating a raw goblin corpse, but I don't know, maybe you're cooking it. I don't think there's anything with building fires in this game. But If it says that you're sick, then you got a problem. Okay. The door opens. Go through here. Search, search, search. SSS. This is leading back around. Okay. Dogs running around. Like dogs do. Door is locked. K to kick the door. Wham! K, 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 K. The newt bites. Oh, see, now, see, I'm not paying attention. I'm looking up here at the results of my kicking the door, and suddenly a newt shows up. Because you have to remember, it's turn-based. So every time you do something, something else gets to go. The other things in the dungeon move around. So, T, no, that was wrong. Throw, in what direction? No. What's going on? I want to throw. D to the left. 4. Shot 2. First one missed. Second one missed. He bites me. I'm down to 13 hit points. Let's throw. D left. Killed him. Killed the newt. Got some arrows back. Okay, let's explore and make sure this area... Oh, that's a green potion. Okay. There are the stairs to level 2. Oh, it's a pear. That's good. Let's eat the pear right away because fruit goes bad. Eat N. It is delicious. And a triangular amulet. Let's explore. I'll put the amulet on and see what it does. Looks like a gem. You feel tough. You must have been leading a healthy lifestyle. I don't know what that means. Maybe because I'm eating meat and vegetables or fruits. I'm eating... I have a healthy diet. I don't know. Dumb move. You strain a muscle. I've never seen that. Oh, that sucks. The kobold zombie misses. Wow. He's already attacking me. So can we back up one? Okay. Let's get some distance between us. See if he'll follow us. There he is. Sirius, you gotta move, dude. Okay, the period key will just wait one turn. There he goes. Let's throw D at the kobold zombie. Kobold zombie. Boom! It's a nice thing about being a ranger. Kobold corpse. Let's give this to Sirius. It's Q. Throw Q down there. Go get it. Get it, Sirius. Get it. You get it. Eat that kobold zombie. He don't want it. He knows what's good and bad for him. Okay. Oh, the kobold hits. Throw D7. Goodbye. Why am I going back? Oh, we're going to put on the amulet. I think it's put on. It's capital P. What do you want to put on? Oh, you suddenly feel very feminine. The amulet disintegrates. We just became a woman. This happened to me once before. I was a woman and I became a man. And now I'm a man and I became a woman. So now we're Gary and the Tenderfoot Woman. Oh, that's interesting. The amulet disintegrates so that you can't just take it off and switch sex again. And here we go. One of the scariest things in the game. Drinking from the fountain. Oh. You sense the presence of monsters. Okay. Just a monster identify thing? Okay. Oh, whew. All right. Well, so far so good. Famous last words in the world of NetHack. Let's go to the next level. Now, the less than symbol will bring you up. The greater than symbol will bring you down. You descend the stairs. Whoa. Now, I've never seen that. That's one of my former characters. I've never seen that. The instructions, the guidebook said I might run into that, but I have yet to until just now. That's pretty interesting. So let's check it out. Colon, pick an object with the mouse. A grave. No shit. Something is engraved here on the headstone. You read Rip Torn. What? Maybe it's not my guy. Man, I thought it was going to be one of my guys, my previous characters. I could get some stuff, but it's not. All right. Well, let's mess around with the gravestone. Can we loot it? I know there's a loot command. You need to dig up the grave to effectively loot it. Well, is there a dig command? No. So how would I... Let's type in dig. Automatically dig if you are wielding a digging tool. How do you dig? What's the command for dig? Let's type in digging tool. I guess we need a shovel or something like that, but I guess you would have a shovel and then you'd use the apply command to use. Maybe well, that sucks. We can't just dig with our hands. Okay, well, we can't mess with that right now. Maybe it's for the best. Oh, I must have some kind of... The fountain must have given me some kind of monster vision, because I can see that guy all the way down the hall, and I don't think that's not generally the case. Let's see if we can shoot him from this distance. Let's see what kind of real ranger skills we have. Oh, it's a large kobold, and we got it. Shot 2 open arrows. The first one hit. There's his corpse there. And you do have a limited inventory. It will tell you that you're bogged down, that you're encumbered. A lot of statistics and other things will pop up down here in the bottom. Don't know where Sirius has got off to. Search, search, search. Looks like there's another passageway to the east down there in the first room we started in. There's a scroll up top. That's 2 scrolls we have that we haven't checked out yet. Yeah, there's a tendency to just hold down the directional key and then see something like that happens. The guy will appear, hit you before you know it. It's asking you if you want your items identified, which means you're dead. So let's kill this. What did it say it was? A kobold. Throw D, direction 9. Oh, that is not the proper direction, I guess. Let's move to the right one. There we go. No, one more. Okay, throw D, and we got him. We haven't used our melee weapon at all. See, you have a little trouble lifting. So let's drop the large kobold corpse. That's D to drop, and then R. Your movements are now unencumbered. No ranger should be encumbered. That's a newt, I believe, that just appeared on the screen. Throw D. Bam, bam. It's a gecko. It is not dead. Throw D. Boom. And we'll leave that there. I don't want to pick up anything else. Maybe we should eat that kobold corpse. I don't know how long I've had it. Let's do this. Let's drop the kobold corpse. Drop T. And let's pick the gecko corpse up. U. Eat U. Okay. Not poisoned. The door opens. So can you imagine doing this to level 20 and then I think you have to get out. I don't know if that means it's basically 40 levels. You can see that it would take quite some time and some skill and some knowledge. I mean, look at this PDF. This is the guidebook, and this is just the stuff they, are telling beginners. What other things can you learn? Oops. Okay. I wonder if Sirius is dead. I haven't. Let's try chatting with the grave just for fun. No. Okay, what is that? I've never seen that. We can hit colon and then click. That is a gnome zombie. Oh shit. Throw D. Experience level 3! Yeah! Awesome, man. Okay, we've killed quite a few guys. This has been that's a grid bug. Those are grid bugs. Throw D. ... 9. Missed it. Throw D up. Throw D to the right. That's my hit points. 24. 16 power, which is spell points. Did I learn a spell? No, that's quite a large amount of spell points. I guess that's pretty common. Most rangers and can learn some spells. Okay, I'm hitting S right now to search. Nothing's happening. You generally find doors and hidden passages. Oh, wow, where did that come from? Lichen. The lichen lichen. There's another one. Okay. Alright, let's check our inventory. Okay, do I need to eat? Doesn't say. Oh, it says there I'm hungry. Okay, let's eat. V is a ration. Eat V. Really hits the spot. Good. Did poor Sirius die? Did he run off and fight something he couldn't handle? Stupid dog. That's a chest or a box. It always automatically picks it up. I think there's a way to walk and not pick things up, and you can change some options, but I generally just, it picked up, then I hit drop, Y, then I hit loot. It's a large box, loot, yes. It turns out to be locked. I don't have a lockpick or anything like that, so you can force, you can't, okay, I can't force anything with the weapon that I have, so we need to equip the elven dagger, but a lot of times you can break it, so let's use the crude dagger. But the problem is, if the crude dagger is cursed, I'm stuck with using that weapon. I don't want to take that chance, so if the elven dagger breaks, so be it. So we need to equip A. Wield A, now we have the elven dagger. Force the lock. Force its lock, yes. You force your elven dagger into the crack and pry. The elven dagger broke. You give up your attempt to force the lock. Fuck. Let's equip the crude dagger. I lied. I'm addicted to large boxes and chests. So, wield. Question mark because I forgot what it was. Crude dagger. Okay, the weapon is in hand. Now we can look. Crude dagger. It's not cursed. It would have told me if it was cursed there. Or maybe it doesn't tell you until you try to unequip it, so I could be wrong. You succeed in picking the lock. Yay! Should have used the crude dagger first. I lost the elven dagger. Lost an elven dagger, man! Alright, let's loot now. There is an unlockable large box here. Loot it. Yes. Look inside the large box. Colon. Colon, colon. I guess you have to use the mouse when you come here. Bronze piece, 53 gold, and a scroll labeled blah blah blah. Take something out. All types. Yes, we want everything. And I like to wear the rings right away because sometimes I don't give a fuck. Shift P, capital A. There is case sensitive in this game. Capital A is a different item than lowercase a. Which ring finger, right or left? I don't care, right. Oh, a +1 ring of gain strength. My strength is now 18/01. Very nice. Very nice. We're missing Sirius. Okay, well, that's the way to the next level. I'm just going to go. Well, I don't know. Sirius is still here. So if you leave and your pet's not in the general vicinity, you will lose your pet. I don't want to lose my pet. What is that? Looks like a fucking head of lettuce. I've never seen that. Okay, throw D. Gas spore. Oh, good. Good thing I was standing far away from it. I think that could blow up and kill me. That's happened before. Not with a gas spore. That's the first time I fought a gas spore, but you begin bashing monsters with your elven bow. You miss the giant rat. Throw D down. Okay. Lots of enemies all of a sudden. I fear Sirius is no more. I fear Sirius is dead. Throwing arrows all over this map. Yeah, the dog bit off more than he could chew. Poor Sirius. I missed that old mutt. Oh, you found an anti-magic field. U to untrap, I believe it stands for. You cannot disable that trap. What in the hell is that? A blob, an acid blob. I think that's what I fought that shot acid on me. So I'm going to move away. And maybe it will follow me. I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. It is not following me. Oh man, What do I do? Now my curiosity is intrigued. I want to see what's down here. Oh, shit. Come on. Come into the room. There we go. Yeah. We're only on dungeon level 2, but my guy is level 3. I'm doing really well compared to generally what happens, or what has happened with the first dozen games I played. Okay, this is kind of anticlimactic. My giant rat corpse rots away. Let's drop the corpse. Okay, well, I guess we lost Sirius. There's a grid bug, which sucks because your pet is really, really helpful. There should be a door here because generally you can see that should connect, but could just be a dead end too. That's a jackal or a jackal. What's going on? Throw D. There we go. How am I doing on arrows? 12 left of the +0 kind, and we are progressing to dungeon level 3 without our pet. So sad. Man, Jackal's fast. Man, what's going on? I don't know, maybe the longer you stay on a level, the longer, the more enemies come out. This level's huge. Newts. Killed both newts. They were in the same line of sight. The door. This level's huge. Nothing there. I'm beginning to feel hungry. What do we have? Let's eat the green mold. Yeah, that's a good idea. Drop the let's eat the jackal corpse. Okay. Oh, I feel sick. Shit. Well, down here it would say if I was like confused or wanted to vomit. Okay, I think we're all right. Let's drop the green mold. Drop E. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Going to the next level. Bye, Sirius. Sorry, buddy. Okay, this looks like a goblin. Oh, it's a gnome zombie. A lot of times the goblins they're friendly, so I don't think this gnome zombie is friendly. Let's attack it. Dead. 49 gold pieces. No, I don't want to drop anything. Oh man, I'm excited. Doing good, doing good. Abandoned male armor. I have a +2 elven cloak. I probably can't equip the male with the cloak, and it could be cursed. We're just going to let things be. Now I could just go right away, progress to level 4, and I don't know, maybe that is the strategy, is to just go to the next level as quickly as you can. But I have not played that way yet. And they said there is NetHack speedrunners, you know, who try to get through the game as quick as possible. Which doesn't seem as fun, but you maybe have a higher chance of winning if you just run through it. The door is locked, so we kick. Well, let's go this way. Okay, that saved us a lot of kicking. Move the mouse out of the way here. So, what is that? Is that just a goblin? That's a kobold. I don't think I've ever had a conversation with a kobold, so I will just attack it. What is that? The kitten. It's a kitten. Can we chat with it? What's my hit points? 25. Let's chat with the kitten. Maybe we get a new pet. come on, kitty. Be my friend. Shit. I have 9 hit points. Okay, we're going to try an attack. Whew. I almost got my ass kicked by a cat. And this game does have a very good sense of humor. A lot of pop culture references and hidden references. Some I get, some I don't. Okay, what is this? Pick it up. It's H. Drop H. It's probably not the best way to do this. I'm sure some NetHack fans are probably laughing right now. Loot it, yes. It turns out to be locked. Of course, it's always locked. So, we need to equip the crew dagger. We did this before. It's M. Wield. M. Crew dagger. Hopefully we don't break it. Force the lock. Yes. Crew dagger is built pretty sturdy there. And now we loot. Look inside the box. A mottled spellbook, scroll, and a shining spellbook. So take something out. Yes. All types. Scrolls and spellbooks. Now, should we read the spellbook? I think that's how you learn the spell. So R to read, capital J for mottled, and capital K for shining. Let's start with shining since that seems more positive. So R, capital K. You begin to memorize the runes, you learn the levitation spell. There we have it, levitation. 100% fail. Wow, 100% retention. So let's try to cast it. Capital Z to cast. Capital Z and then A. You fail. You feel hungry. Let's eat. V. Eat the food ration. It really hits the spot. And I think that does it for the comestibles. I still have my Lembas wafers. Hopefully those do not go bad. Carrying around banded mail and I'm not wearing it, so that's something we could sell. Let's try the mottled spellbook. I never read a spellbook and had something bad happen, so I think we're okay here. I forgot what it was. Mottled J, capital J. A cloud of darkness falls upon you. Well, this is a first. The spellbook crumbles to dust. Call a model. I want you to name the mottled spellbook for future references if we're going to live past a few steps. Cloud of dark. Bad. You can move again. Well, it didn't change my alignment. I was chaotic. I didn't lower my hit points. Oh, I'm blind. I'm blind. Though I can still hear bubbling water. There's a fountain nearby. What do we have? I have a brilliant blue potion. I don't know. I don't really want to be blind. I don't know how much that's going to affect me. I think it will affect me in combat. I'm going to keep the crude dagger attached, equipped for now. You hear someone cursing shoplifters. Oh, I have to press down? This is the guy's shop. What is going on? Oh man, I have to explore the whole room. I don't know what's there until I touch it. This is gonna suck. Do I have to... You feel an unseen monster, you kill it! Pig nose. Horns. Ah! Son of a bitch. I don't want to be blind. It was a yellow mold. Oh wow, great stuff. What? I just ate a yellow mold that said you finished. Oh wow, great stuff. But it said it tastes terrible. Man, this is gonna suck. Note to self. You do not want to go blind. Look at how long it's taken me to just look at a room. Let's drink from this fountain. Fuck. Tepid water tastes tasteless. Is tasteless. It tastes tasteless. You hit it, just misses. There's something here. It bites. Well, if it bites, it dies. probably was serious. I killed my own dog because I was blind. I mean, if you like games that tell stories, you will love this game. If you like games that are about graphics and constant action, you won't. But a good story, board game players will understand. RPG players will understand. A good story, each playthrough makes for a funny story or a exciting story or something that you pulled off. You were gonna die, and at the last second you did something, and there's a lot of strategy involved. So I would call NetHack a turn-based strategy game. Oh, how do I get? Maybe after. Oh, I'm blind and I'm hallucinating. Hallu. I believe that's what it. Halu when hallucinating. Wow. That's why it said great stuff when I ate the yellow mold. Oh, yellow mold. I just ate some mushrooms. Whoa. You don't want to click the mouse on the map. Oh, I'm no longer blind. I'm no longer blind. Yay, I can see. Everything looks so boring now. Far out. Everything is all cosmic again. Everything looks so boring now. Now my guy's depressed. I've just built up a dependency to mushrooms. This looks like a spear, and it is. And 126 gold pieces. It looks like there is a jackal coming. My hit points are pretty good, so... Well, let's go back to the bow, now that I can see wield B. And do I have arrows? I do, I have 7. Throw D, goodbye, jackal. Okay, I missed serious, but I'm excited to be this far. There's an eye there. I think I fought an eye once, or I ate it or something, and you get something for it. Let's kill the iguana. And let's just be sure to check what this is. An eye or sphere. It's a floating eye. I'm gonna walk into it. What the fuck? Oh, you missed the floating eye. You are frozen by the floating eye's gaze. You hear a jackal howling at the moon. The were-jackal summons help. The were-jackal bites. Oh, fuck. Well, like I said, doing good, building a story, and the story comes to an abrupt end. As my nephew once said when I was explaining to him that we went and saw a movie, he asked if in the movie, did something go horribly wrong? Yep, something went horribly wrong, as with many interesting stories. So I don't know how I would have gotten out of that one, how I would have escaped. Man, I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I should have remembered that the floating eye, I think I ate it after I killed it. I should have remembered that it's an enemy. And I could have maybe killed it instead of bumping. Well, I walked into it, so I guess I did attack it. Let's, can I enlarge this? That helps. Let's go see. I bashed it with my elven bow. Fuck. Retarded. Stupid. And he summoned help. And obviously there's what? 10 guys there. I probably was screwed anyways, but there's a few last ditch efforts that you can do that just kind of really add to the game. You can engrave in the floor if you have something to engrave with, like an arrow. At one time I attempted to do it with a sword, and it said the sword is too fat to engrave in the dirt, in the dust of the dungeon floor. You can spell the name Elbereth, which I guess, forgive me if I don't know what that's from, what that's referencing. Maybe it's just to this game, maybe it's to something else. But engraving the word Elbereth in the floor will cause most monsters not to attack you. Hand to hand, it says. But if you attack it, you will rub it out. So you're kind of stuck there, but it kind of gives you a second to get your things to get your wits together. Gather your wits and try to find something in your inventory to get out. The other thing you can do is pray, and it says not to pray too often. But I read you at the beginning that each class has their own god, so you could pray, and it's got me out of one scrape, I believe. I've used it 2 or 3 times, but only once did it get me out of the scrape. I was kind of surrounded by enemies like this. It was less than that, but using the pray command refilled my hit points, and the guys wouldn't attack me. So, man. Okay, so do you want your possessions identified? This is kind of neat, even though you die. Now, this might be one of my higher scores. We'll see here at the end. Yes, I hit Y. What's going on? Okay, got to get this to focus. Yes, I want. Okay, so gold pieces, elven bows, arrows, sling, orcish dagger, spear, blessed. Oh, it was cursed. A cursed -1 orcish helm. So I was right. You don't know that it's cursed until you try to remove it. And it's attached to you, so I would be stuck with that unless I get something that could uncurse something. Those weren't spoiled, so I guess those don't spoil. And see, this is how you learn. Now, if you did what you could take your save in the file. It's real easy. Copy it and put it somewhere else, and when you die, just replace that, and you could keep going. But they say in their guidebook that you do that, you're actually hurting yourself. Who knows how true that is? I believe that you learn more by dying. Now, what other game can say you learn more by dying? I think that's really neat. That the permadeath quality about this game pretty much makes this game. I talked in the beginning about how I would never let the game pick a random character for me, but because of the permadeath, you want to try different guys. So, Blessed Scroll of Enchant Armor. That would have been nice to use. Maybe I could have got that -1 off there. Confuse Monster. Scroll of Charging. I believe to charge wands and spells. Levitation. Now, see, I could have levitated there. I didn't get a chance. Everything went first. I wonder why. Why didn't I get a chance to go? I walked into it. I walked into that one. I walked into it, and then everything attacked. The Uncursed Ring of Strength. That was good. Okay, so that's my items identified. Do you want to see your attributes? Yes. Gary and the Ranger's attributes. You were a lookout, a level 4 female elven ranger. Oh, I was a ranger, not a barbarian. Why was I saying that? You were chaotic, nominally on a mission for Mars, who's opposed by Mercury and Venus. So that's Roman. I've seen the Greek gods, the Roman gods, and then I'm sure that all their gods that they picked in this game are, either come out of, gods they had actual civilizations had in history, or gods that are from some other video game, or, RPG universe. Strength, 18, 9, Dexterity, Constitution 15, Intelligence 13. Wisdom, Charisma. I was unencumbered, and I was wielding a bow. I was piously aligned. I was sleep resistant. I had automatic searching. I didn't know that. How did I have automatic searching? Maybe the Ranger comes with automatic searching. I had infravision. I was stealthy. I was warded, and I am dead. Let's type in Ranger over here and see if they explain the races. I don't think they do. This is just a guidebook. You can go online and find out a lot of stuff, but that's kind of dangerous because there's spoilers everywhere. Okay, so account of creatures vanquished, yes. 42 creatures. I think that's the most I ever killed. We want to see your conduct. This is stuff that I read about. They added for after you beat the game. Many times when you're bored, which I can't see happening, you can also try these extra challenges like achievements, I guess, if you want to put them that way, or trophies. So I was an atheist, which simply means I never prayed. I never genocided any monsters. I guess there's a spell you can get, or a scroll, where you can genocide or something. You pick genocide, and it kills all monsters of that type in the entire game. I mean, that's awesome. Never happened to me yet. You never polymorphed an object. I guess you can change objects. You can change yourself. I myself polymorphed once. I died, but I turned into a were-rat or something. You never changed form. I guess what that is. And you use no wishes. I guess there's a way to get wishes. See the dungeon overview. Yes. Levels 1 to 3. Level 1 had many fountains. Level 2, a grave. Level 3, you were here. Final resting place for you, killed by a jackal. Goodbye, Gary and the Ranger. You died in the Dungeons of Doom on dungeon level 3 with 983 points and 456 pieces of gold. After 2,581 moves, you were level 4 with a maximum of 27 hit points when you died. Now, my top 10 list is screwed up, and I watched the CRPG Addict, the guy I was talking about, the blogger. He also has a YouTube video on NetHack, and I noticed he pointed out that his top 10 list was screwed up too, and it only showed top 3. I've played, that was my 13th or 14th game, so I don't know what's going on there, but just making this video, that was the best I've ever done. 983, Garian, the Ranger Elf female. Anyways, that's NetHack 3.6.0. Like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe. I'll try to do more in my checking out series where I just kind of touch on a game and explain a little bit about it and then move on to the next thing. That seems like all I have time for these days. I do want to get back into my Wake Up and Play series. And thanks for watching and subscribing. And definitely go check out the CRPG Addict's blog. It's a lot of good reading. And it's just amazing the games he's able to go through. And yeah, I'll put the links for this game for NetHack there too. So definitely get the guidebook and play through the game and maybe post some comments on how well you did. Thanks for watching, guys.